10 legs to 5, and I caught up with Gary after his win. Gary Anderson there speaking after his win over Luke Woodhouse. He was in pretty good spirits, Chris. I know you were having a bit of a laugh with him as well after we'd spoken to him. Look, he's through. That's all that counts, isn't it?
Yeah, and listen, it was a tricky game early on. He didn't start well at all, didn't look comfortable, didn't find the line or length. And then sort of just slowly, as I sort of expected, he played himself into some form. And you know, the last 5 legs, he won it in 14, 14, 14, 13 and 15 darts. You know, that's up around 107, 108 average. That's the kind of stuff we've been seeing from him regularly. And that's a good indication. Listen, I like it when a player comes off and you hit a 98 and it feels rubbish. That tells you a little bit of how well their game is at the moment. And a lot of that will be down to practicing with Ryan Searle, who's up next against Littler.
He is. Just a word, we watched Jonny, Clayton, Martin, Schindler backstage. Clayton very impressive, 99.60. Schindler 103.45, but the wall is out.
Yeah, you sort of look at that to the right, and 103.45, 6 180s, 11 140s, 50% on doubles, and you wonder why or how someone can lose with those numbers. But Jonny's scoring in that match in certain spells and phases. He went missing during a couple of short sort of 2-leg, 3-leg periods, but all in all, Clayton's been playing, well, they've both been playing so well of late, but Clayton's just had that something extra, and he showed it in that match. And the double 5, me and you were sat watching it on the monitor in the green room thinking, well, that's not going in. How can he get it in? How much of it can he see? And he's another one. He's quite a creative player. He can affect the flight of the dart in the air so it'll land slightly different, and he applied that to that final dart to hit double 5 to eventually get it done 10-7. But a fantastic performance from Schindler, and it's incredible that you can nowadays, it's commonplace to see players losing with such high averages.
It is.
And that was my nap, by the way.
It was, yeah, well done. Luke Littler yet to win, dunked out opening round here last year, takes on Ryan Searle. Any extra pressure on Littler tonight?
I think there's always pressure when Luke's involved. I just think he either hides it very well or has an incredible mature way for someone who's 18 years of age just to somehow ignore it. But he will feel it a little bit of something, whether it be excitement, maybe a little bit of nerves in there. But it's great that he's been here for a few days. He's obviously been putting in a few hours on the board, and he's just been taking it all in, where last year it was just sort of, he was rushed in and rushed out, wasn't he? And yeah, he'll look to make a winning start. And I think if he does get over Searle, which is no foregone conclusion, I mean, his price now is as short as 1-7. Searle's a very, very capable player, and if he has a night where he just turns up and everything clicks for him, he could beat Littler. But I think as long as Littler gets through this game, I expect him to get through it, and reasonably comfortably. Then we've got to start seriously thinking about whether he can go on a run to win this title. If he does win this game, he plays Wattimena. I don't think Wattimena poses too much trouble. And then his first real test potentially will be Andrew Gilding and Dirk van Duijvenbode.
Yeah, potentially. For Ryan Searle, used to seeing him win, generally wins at least one floor event every year, but in the big majors, he's never really quite cracked it, has he?
No, he doesn't. He had that run, I think it was the Players' Championship finals maybe, where he lost to Peter Wright, and it was a fabulous game. It was an incredible clutch finish from Peter Wright, and that's really the one time he may reflect on. I think that could have been the one. But the one thing as well, he usually in first round matches in TV tournaments is very, very good, and that could be the issue for Luke Littler in this one.
Could be. Still to come, Stephen Bunting will take on Ryan Joyce. Bunting has had a wow of a year, hasn't he? A couple of wins on the World Series of Darts. He's made 4 finals out of 5 so far. He's won on the European Tour for the first time, and he's won a Players' Championship event. He's flying, isn't he, at the minute? Yeah,
absolutely. And we say it all the time. Confidence breeds confidence, and once you put all those hours into practice, and then you start to really perform, you get even more belief then to put more practice and apply yourself even harder. So it's no coincidence that you then get better. It's common sense. It just takes a while to work out, and the type of practice you do, they're all elements that you have to just get right. And then once you do get them right, that's when you see these players make these big jumps in level of performance.
Yeah, Ryan Joyce, the final play, he got the final spot. We wondered if someone was going to gazump him on the line in the last couple of Players' Championship events as qualification came to a close, but Joyce held on to that spot. Not been in his best form lately, but as he showed at the Worlds when Ryan Joyce pushed Luke Littler all the way, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was in fabulous form going into that, wasn't he? That really wasn't any kind of shock. But if you compare that to his form this year, just having a look, he's currently year to date. So this is sort of his performances throughout this year. He's currently ranked 27 in the world if we would have started the rankings off on the 5th of January. Now that's got to be a bit of concern. And when you look at the performance level over the same period, he is down at the 36th best player in the world. He's behind Daryl Gurney, he's behind Springer, he's behind Peter Wright, he's behind Chisnall, he's behind Callan Ridge, he's behind Connor Scott and Cameron Menzies and Michael
players
Smith.
That aren't necessarily in great form either.
Exactly that, and he's behind them, and that's that's over a nice period for me. It's like 7 months of darts, and I think that's a real good sample to use, because most of them are played in exactly the same amount of tournaments, and that's my big worry for me for Ryan. And his form does dip up and down. Joyce, this is, by the way, his form does dip up and down, but this is quite a big dip.
Yeah, it is. To the matter in hand then, Luke Littler taking on Ryan Searle. They've met 3 times. Luke Littler's beaten him 3 times. How does Searle get over the top of him tonight?
Yeah, I think it's tough. The only thing is if was Littler affected by the fact that he was playing here at the Winter Gardens 12 months ago? I'm not so sure. Ryan Searle, by the way, in terms of performance this year, 14th best player, averaging 95.99. But then when you compare it to Littler, who's the best player in terms of numbers this year, he's at 100.58. That just shows you the task at hand. But, like you say, all those negative thoughts from 12 months ago where he was beaten in round 1 by Michael van Gerwen, will they come back to haunt him?
And just as well, wind back to the World Championships, and he admitted really nervous night 1 against Ryan Meikle, wasn't he?
And
he struggled in his opening game, and I just wonder if that might have a little impact.
Yeah, it's got to. Listen, he's a super talented, very, very special young man, but you can't sort of just switch these things on and off. They're there, and he's very much unlike Dirk van Duijvenbode. Luke Littler is very much a darting historian. He loves the history of the game. He'll be fully aware of this venue and everything that it stands for. So I think there may be a bit of early nerves, but if he gets up and running and gets into a rhythm, And again, it all depends. We've seen it so much in the Premier League that he doesn't practice, so he would he'd have 10 minutes, 5 minutes before the game, do the bull up, walk on stage, and then try and play himself into it, and you sometimes get caught cold.
Yeah, I just found it interesting last night. He was up in the players' area, and he was sat out and watched the games in full. It was almost like he was just getting a feel for the place, wanted to spend a little bit of time in the arena.
And that's everything that he didn't do last year. He came in, didn't really absorb any of the atmosphere or look around or get a feel for the place. Even the simple things, where are the toilets? Where are the practice rooms? Where do I go when I leave that area? Where do I go at the breaks? It's all those little things that you take for granted, but they're important.
They are. Let's join John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players. Both players are from England. Firstly, would you please welcome a World Matchplay quarter-finalist, the winner of 6 PDC titles. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, heavy metal Searle.
Ryan's got his family with him here in Blackpool. They'll be hoping that dad or husband can get the victory tonight. The odds suggest it's mission impossible. It's not that, not by any stretch. Ryan Searle, when he's on song, can beat anybody in the world. Will he hit the ground running here in Blackpool, or will it be Luke Littler's first win on the match play stage?
Well, Mark, he looks very focused, doesn't he?
He does.
There's not too many smiles. And by the way, they weren't boos, they were Luke. That's a little thing that they do, but it does sound like who.
He does. He's got a new shirt on as well, the world champion. And, well, given the number of shirts we see around the world with his name emblazoned on them, I've no doubt he'll be making a few quid out of that as well. The world champion looking for a first win here in Blackpool. Can he get his hands on another big title?
Does look a little nervous though for me. Only time will tell. We've seen just tonight how important getting a quick start is and giving yourself some space to get reeled in before you can sort of go through the gears again, because modern players a lot of the time just seem to play in sort of streaks and patterns. I think it's equally important for both. I think if Luke went behind early, sort of memories of last year will come flooding back. I think if Searle goes down, goes behind early, he'll be thinking about the drubbing he got last weekend off Luke Humphries, where he got bageled.
Yeah, 18 years of age, Luke Littler. He is the favourite for the title. Ryan Searle, 37 years of age, 19th in the world. An average just under 96 across the year.
Which is fabulous starts, isn't it?
It is. But in this company, it might not be enough. We've just seen Schindler average 103 and get dumped out.
Yep.
Well, look at that. Littler, 26 of his 28 matches in TV ranking events, he has won.
Yeah. The averages in those events are quite phenomenal.
They are. It's going to take something special to beat him tonight. A couple of arrows just above the treble 20 bed. It's the treble 19.
Looks good though. The throw looks good. This looks good from Searle. Well, only had to wait So our third throw for our first max, and one might follow quickly.
He has such long points, long thin darts, doesn't he, Littler? Cram them all in the bottom left corner, but this has been a tidy start here. Searle down to a finish after 9.
Littler won't be far behind. Treble 20 is not followed, but it is with dart 3. He wants 84 after 9. Searle 106. Single 20, treble 18 for double 16. Could have stayed there possibly.
50-18.
Only 58 then. So Littler for 84 and a break. Single 14 leaves him on the ball, and he peppers the ball and he lets out a big roar. Well, Searle just had one loose visit there and he is punished.
Well, this is a great sign for Luke Littler and his fans and friends as he's nearly hits the second 180 in leg 2. He'll quite happily take the 140. Has had a high average of the year over 122 as Luke Littler.
It's outrageous, isn't it?
Yeah, they're silly numbers, aren't they?
Yeah. Here comes Ryan Searle, who's got his scoring boots on early. Race to 10, of course. Jermaine Wattimena waits in round 2. He beat Peter Wright earlier on. Littler down to 126.
Well. He's playing well. The throw looks good. There's no fiddling with the action. Though Searle with 133 takes him down to a 130.
126 then. Treble 19 hit. Another one of those. He's looking now at double 6. So 126 is gone. 2 12-dart legs to kick things off. Luke Littler running hot at the Winter Gardens in Blackpool.
Yeah, and the effect of that is just shown by a really poor visit of 44 from Ryan Searle. Littler relentless. In 2 legs he's at, well, 2 and a bit legs he's at 4 140s a ton, a 180, a 126 out, an 84 out on the ball. As far as starts go, it couldn't be any more perfect for him.
No. Well, Searle's scoring for fun, although he rather chucked that last dart away. 1 2 3 scored. Down to 2 3 4, but Littler on 278. He's in the red bit again. He's looking for another max. He gets another max. He got one in the left corner. That goes in the right corner.
Next one will be in the middle. Won't be next row though, because he wants 98. Searle on 151. Treble 20. May go for it. You don't know with him. Yeah, he did. So single 3. If Searle doesn't take out the 153, he'll be coming back for double 8.
He might take it out though. Treble 20, treble 19, double 18, just the width of a wire away. Well, that's his first look at a double. It would have been a good one to get, but he's going to be broken. He is broken. 3 legs to 0 in favour of Luke Littler.
Ryan Searle's averaging nearly 108, and he's just had his first dart at a double. Just over 3 minutes of actual hockey time, and 3 legs played.
Yeah, they're not hanging around, are they?
We could be seeing something very, very special in terms of world match play records here, because there's just no dip. 12, 12 and 13. He's now at 3 180s. Only missed 1 dart, a double. Every aspect of his game looks on point.
Certainly does. This is immaculate. 9 darts in, he's on 47. Ryan Searle still on 203. He's averaging 127. Needs double 16 for 4-0. He's hit double 16 for 4-0.
11 dart hold.
This is incredible. And so it's another maximum, his second of the match.
Well, Ryan would have had to have gone out in 12, 9, 12, 9 to be 4-0 up. That's the task at hand.
Well, he's playing all right on this leg. Needs to avoid a 5-0 whitewash in the opening session. But Littler's not far behind him, a dart behind on 2-3-3. Searle on 181.
This is good. 180, 140 ton, 81 after 9. But Littler can apply pressure, and he's going to treble 19. Oh. So 60 scored, 173 left. Oh, just casually picks off another treble 19. So there's pressure now on the 81.
There is, and he's only at single 19. He checks, he thought it was in, so it's going to be 12s. It's the treble, that's a nice start. That leaves double 13, but he's inside it.
Don't be surprised if this goes.
96, look, needs a treble 19, he can't find one. So Searle is going to get a go at 13 in bits. 5 for double 4, click of the wire. Oh no, oh no. 2 more missed starts for Ryan Searle. And he's in big trouble. 19 for tops and 5-0. Write it in the book. Luke Littler not hanging around. 6 minutes of hockey time. It's 5 legs to 0. Littler running hot. Ryan Searle averaging 104, and he's not laying a glove on Littler, who's averaging 121. 5-0. Could all be over in the next 5 legs. You'll hear them live on talkSPORT 2. All right, I'm just going to run and get my laptop. One sec. At the Winter Gardens in Blackpool, and we are watching an exhibition of darts from the world champion Luke Littler. Average 121.21, 6 minutes, 5 legs to 0. Littler leads Ryan Searle and Chris Mason. It feels like we're watching an exhibition. At the minute, we're watching a record-breaking performance.
We are. 3 of the highest ever single match averages belongs to a certain Mr. Taylor. The 3rd highest one was the 2002 quarter-final against yours truly, where he gubbed me 16-7 with 112.17, and then...
How did you get 7 legs?
Well, I was averaging over 100 pretty much throughout the match, and that was all I got. But his highest average, 114.99 against Barry Bates, a 10-6 win back in 2010. And 5 of the top tournament averages are also all owned by Phil Taylor, but some people do not think he's the GOAT. Well, that 114.99 by Phil Taylor, which has lasted some 15 years here at the match play, is seriously under threat. And I'm not sure how he's going to deal with that break, but if that break would have come, I think that record gets smashed. But it's just that disruption in his rhythm.
Yeah, it is. That will be the big question. He is 5-0 in front, and he is running riot at the moment. He was
Literally.
5 out of 6 on his doubling. Ryan Searle, what has he had? 4 goes at a double, 3 of them he missed in that 5th leg.
Prior to the start of this tournament, there have been 142 averages over a ton. Phil Taylor at 62 of them.
That's just greedy.
That's just bonkers, isn't it?
Well, we saw James Wade hit his highest ever average here, his 62nd game when he beat James Wade in when he picked Joe Cullen in round 1.
35 of those over 105. He hit 24 of them.
Well, Littler needs 102 for a 6-0 lead. Single 20. He's hit the bull, needs double 16. Am I watching a computer game here? What's happened?
Yeah,
it's like he's on cheat code.
Yeah, this is special. Well, he's had a 15 darter and his average has come down.
Well, Searle's hit another maximum.
3 apiece in that department.
45.
Oh, I think the computer's broke.
Reboot it quick, turn it off and turn it on again. You're live on talkSPORT 2, Matt Wilson, Chris Mason with you here. Producer Matt in the comms box as well. Later on it'll be Dance and Nico taking you through. Stephen Bunting against Ryan Joyce. Well, he's having an off leg here. He's had 2 visits without a treble. That's just his 2nd and 3rd trebleless visit of the match.
2 45s.
Yeah.
Go and get my dance.
You show him how it's done, Chris.
Show him how to hit a proper 45. 140, normal service is resumed. Just the smallest of blips.
Well, Ryan Searle at the minute has got no answers. He is, however, on a finish. 1, 2, 3. Searle there. Littler on 2-7-1.
Well, he's left 170.
1, 2, 3. He's at the treble 19, treble 16. Oh, he's gone at a big 8. So that's 65 scored, 58 remaining. 18 will leave tops. Will he get a go at it? This will be unfair. If he takes this out, and he can't because he's just below the treble, so he'll come for 19s.
Ryan Searle was beaten 6-0 last time out, so it's 12-0. He's not having a good time of it. But
well,
at last,
now.
and he gestures as if to say, I can win a leg. Well done, pal.
Yeah, it's not easy. Not easy at all, but he set it up nicely and he took it out. And then Littler opens up leg 8 with a 140.
This match is only literally just over 7 minutes old. And it's had 7 legs completed. This is being played at some speed, but also the quality is remarkable.
Yeah, it suits them both, doesn't it? Neither of them like to hang around. They both get on with it. In the middle of the red bit again from 2-2-1, looking to fill it up. Just inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah. Once that first one goes in, and if it's sort of high or middle of the lipstick, he just fills it for his 2nd 11 darter of the match, double 16.
He has been brilliant down that area of the board. It is 7-1.
7 from 8 on the doubles, 88%.
Well, what Ryan Searle hitting that double means in leg 7, at least it's going to go to the final session of the game, if you like, because it could have been a 10-0, and it could have been. Littler's average is plummeting. It's only 115 now.
Still record-breaking pace. But he's going to have to maintain those sort of 13 darters. 12s ideally, so he smashes the record, doesn't just beat it.
Yeah, well, he's on 221 after 2 visits, which is still way too good for Searle, who's on 280, and Littler's back at the hockey now. Trebleless visit number 4, only 60.
To show you how good Searle's been, he's only had 5 trebleless visits, just 1 more than Littler.
It's not like he's playing badly, is it? Barring those 3 missed starts at double and leg 5, he's barely put a foot wrong. 161 incoming here, needs the bullseye, Littler. Oh, he laid up.
Interesting, not leaving tops either, leaving double 16.
Yeah, he laid up with Searle on a non-finish. He's now on a finish, he's at 2. Don't hit a third right. Oh, good lad, good lad. 140 to leave top. So Littler did lay up. It's a good job he laid up. Double 16's been good here. Just on the outside wire. Ooh, and again. Gets it with a third dart, and he's now 2 away. Well, it's not often you say this, but the advert breaks are going to last longer than the game, I think. That's the first leg of the match where he's needed more than 2 darts to hit his double.
Yep. It's still 8 from 11. Still 73%, averaging 113.28. Still over and around record-breaking pace, but that won't help it.
Yeah, he has just eased off from that phenomenal start. And there might not be too many visits left. There will be a break after this leg. Searle on 235, Littler on his own throw on 309. Needs another treble 20 to leave the big fish. He's left it.
Yeah, there could be like 15, 18 darts left in this match, and that's it.
Yeah. Searle from 235, it's a 114. Can't take the treble out for the big fish. 80 scored, can't hit the ball, leaves 65. Can Searle get a second leg on the board? 95 he needs. He's going to go double-double. Well, it was a half-hearted go at double-double.
Just going to see which way he's going to go. Yeah, the 25 for tops. Oh, bottom wire, double 10. Clips it. Normally super reliable down there.
He's not been down there too often, and Ryan Searle steps in and takes out tops. Gets his second leg of the match. Ryan Searle, he's averaging 101.40. And he's barely had a look in. Littler 2 legs away from a first win at the match play. He leads Ryan Searle by 8 legs to 2. Okay, mate. carnage at the World Matchplay where all 4 seeds were dumped out. It's been more serene progress so far for the big name stars. Gary Anderson, 10-5 winner over Luke Woodhouse. Anderson reeled off the last 5 legs from 5-5 to win 10-5. He's safely through. He'll take on the winner of Stephen Bunting or Ryan Joyce. Jonny Clayton worked hard. Martin Schindler averaged over 103, but Clayton just under a ton on the averages, wins it 10-7. He will take on Mike De Decker in a mouth-watering second round clash. Coming up, Stephen Bunting will take on Ryan Joyce in the final game of the night. Those two met last year, went all the way to a tiebreaker. 12-10, Bunting won it, averaged 107 in that. A repeat of that would be nice. And Luke Littler at times threatening a record tournament average. He's on 110.89. He's 2 legs away. He leads Ryan Searle, who's done very little wrong. He's averaging over 101 himself. He leads him 8 legs to 2. First round action concludes tomorrow night. Chris Dobie, Ricardo Pietrezco, Gerwin Price against Daryl Gurney. Michael Van Gerwen takes on Raymond Van Barneveld. And Ross Smith takes on Josh Rock. 4 more crackers tomorrow night to come. We're halfway through the action, and Chris Mason, well, Ryan Searle is just having one of those nights where whatever he does, it's not enough.
Yeah, and I should imagine that's exactly how Martin Schindler's feeling right now, and a few other players who have played well but been dumped out. This is just one of those kind of performances you know, I've been on the end of many of them. You just walk away and put your hands up and go, there's nothing I could do. And in cases like this, when you're playing against someone who's just playing at a level that, like you say, it's like computer dance. It's ridiculous.
It is indeed. I know Nico was on earlier, and he's adamant that this new practice room facility upstairs is really adding, as we could be getting a bit of perfection here. 5 perfect darts from Littler, can't get the 6. He's adamant this new practice facility is leading to better arrows on the stage. Well, the numbers are pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, well, he believes that environment is just giving them an opportunity where they'll want to stay in there for longer and prepare better. I mean, it's very swanky, but so it should be.
Yeah. Well, Ryan Searle on 153, only 46. So Littler 85 to go 9-2 in front. Single 15 hit, single 20 hit. So it'll be the bull. Line was good, the length not so. It's single 3.
Yeah, almost flicked that final dart. 19, 88 left. Ooh, treble 8 instead of treble 16 right next door. He thought it was in, hence he's gone for tops and missed it. He's just looked round and realised. Yeah,
that was a little bit casual. Double 16 is wired outside and then missed, so he's starting to miss a few. He's 50% now.
Yeah, these breaks are not coming at the right time for him, and he's fluffed his lines completely here. 8-8 needed an 8 or a 16 or a 16 and a 16. Oh, 2 double 8s.
Like that.
Just like that.
9-2. Double. No trouble for Luke.
Well, that's the end of any aspirations of record-breaking averages. There will be a PB here, of course.
Yeah, well, he's only played here once before. Lost to Michael Van Gerwen in round 1 last year. Michael Van Gerwen in action tomorrow against Barney. That'll be an interesting tie. All the Dutch players have got through, all 5 of them. We're guaranteed a 6, but one of them will be going home tomorrow. Will it be the new lean green machine Michael Van Gerwen, or will Barney roll back the years? They met here, I think it was back in 2009 they met.
43.
Well, the top 10, 10th position in terms of highest ever averages here at this tournament. 109.47. Guess who? Phil Taylor. That was in 2009. 13-3 in the last 16.
Well, if he checks out this 130, he'll beat that.
I think he will, yeah.
He needs a treble 20 though, and he hasn't got one, so that might be the end of that. And he hit the bull as well, leaves tops. So he's not going, I don't think, to beat that, but it's still been a marker down performance.
Masterclass.
Tops for Littler and a 10-2 demolition job right in the middle. Well, he'd never won a game here, but he has now. Luke Littler starts his charge towards World Matchplay glory. Ryan Searle averaging 98.63, but only 2 of 6 starts at a double. He's been blown away in every department. 108.92 for Luke the Nuke. He serves notice on the rest of the field. Humphries is gone. Aspinall, former winner, has gone. Peter Wright, another former winner, is out. But Luke Littler on the charge here in Blackpool. Chris Mason, I think if we hadn't have had any breaks in that game, I think he would have averaged a damn sight more than 108.92.
Yeah, they just both come at the wrong time. But listen, it's the nature of sport now. It's what pays for everything. So they can't really complain. But it does just upset your rhythm slightly. But that was, yeah, that was special. Any questions we had, and there was plenty coming into this, because, you know, the lack of darts was one big factor for me. The last time out, getting thumped by Stephen Bunting 7-3, which could have been 7-1 quite easily had it not been for a miraculous 170 out, and then he followed that up with another great leg. But yeah, that was special, and that puts everybody left in this tournament on notice. That's the first time someone's really put down a marker and said, right, I'm here to win this.
Yeah, well, he is here to win it. So is the fella up next. Stephen Bunting will take on Ryan Joyce. Final game of the night, but Luke the Nuke, well, he went nuclear, didn't he, on the chances of Ryan Searle. He's beaten him by 10 legs to 2.